Hello everyone, hope you are all doing good. Today I want to show another program that is developed in Python. Hope you had a chance to look at the previous program, Rock, Paper, Scissors, the program which was developed in Python, where I have given the demo and then some details on how to develop it. Today I want to show another popular game, TicTacToe, which probably you know already. Games are fun and interesting ways, right, to learn any programming language. And that is where I am just trying to develop some games to build some interest in students. Let me just share my screen. I will just demo the program and then give you some details. Okay. So I'm in my TechnoCamp folder, Python. So these are all different programs that I teach to students as part of the TechnoCamp. And then we have TicTacToe that I developed here. Let me open it in Notepad so that I can just show you high-level code. And before I show the code, let me run the program actually so that it makes more sense. You'll be able to understand easily. Let me run the program. I will open command prompt. I will go to this location and then run the program TicTacToe game. Okay. So here we can see the grid, right? Tic-tac-toe game, 3 by 3 grid. And as you might know, here that to start the game, right, all cells will be empty. Assume that these are all within the grid. Here there are multiple cells, total 9 cells are there. All cells are empty. Two players can play this game. Assume that the first player is using a character of X, and the program is prompting the user, where do you want to place your character? And they can place anywhere in any of these cells, right? The number should be 1 to 9. And here is the guidance that is given to the user. 1 means first cell, 2 means second cell, like that, as you can see. So this is the guiding grid for the end user. So let me just start with some number. Let us say I want to place my character at number 3. So since I mentioned 3, here you can see, right, there is a letter X. And then now the second character, the second player is playing the game, and the character assume that it is O. Again, same question, right? Where do you want to place your character? Let us say they want to start in the first cell, which is number 1. Okay, so now you can see the first cell is also filled and there are like 7 cells which are empty right now. And then again, the first player turn came and they are prompted. So I want to place, let us say in the middle cell, number 5, enter. So here you can see the middle cell is uh, occupied with that particular character, filled with the character. Now the second player turn came. Oh, so let us say they want to place in number 7 so that the game is not over, right? The game will be over if the same character appears either diagonally this way or this way, right? So if this way or this way anyway, the game will be over, or if the same character is appearing in any row or any column, right? Then also the game is considered as completed. So I don't want the second player, don't want the first player to win. So they want to fill this particular cell, which is number 7. Let us say they are entering number 7. Okay. So by mistake, they entered some other number. Program is validating. Since the given number is not between 1 and 9, so this is not a valid position. Assume that even if the user enters number 3, which is already filled, it will say that no, that spot is already taken because 3 is taken by the first user. It is not empty. You have to try again. So they will know this time, let us say they give the correct number, number 7, and then here comes the character in the 7th cell. Now, first character, first person is continuing, let us say with number 6 in a hurry to win the game. But now second player got the chance, right? They can win if they fill these columns. Let us say second player is now selecting number 4, which is the 4th cell. Now if they select that, See what happens. Congratulations, second user won the game. Thank you for playing. Right, you can start the game again. Like that, you can play the game. If you want to continuously play without exiting, you can just put the entire game in a while loop and then you can start playing. If you look at the code is very simple, right? To draw the board, initial board, I have some list, my list that I am passing. Here, if you see what is list, so draw board number list, which is having some characters, right? Underscore character into 9 times because this is to draw the empty board. And then there is a number list used to show cell for the user, which is the guiding board that you see here, 1 to 9. This is the guiding board, and this is the initial game was all empty as you have seen. To start with, everything is empty, all cells are empty. So that is what this particular list is. So all we are doing is just creating an initial list either with underscore characters to represent a empty board and then with some numbers to represent the cell numbers for the end user. And then just by using print statements, using tab characters and all, right, we are able to draw the board. And once the boards are drawn, we are just continuing with a while loop so that we can complete the entire game. We don't want to exit before all 9 cells are selected by the user. And then there are some validations, right? They are just getting the user selection. For example, here if you see the code get user selection, again there you are getting the value from the user only if the value is between 0 and 10. Otherwise, it will say that is not a valid position. We have seen it, right? If the user entered any other number like 17, 13, 10 or anything, it will say it will not a valid position. And even if it is a valid position between 0 and 10, you want to check if the selected cell is empty. If the selected cell is equal to underscore, which is an empty cell, then only you want to consider that user selection. Otherwise, you don't want to consider. Similarly, who is the winner, right? There are multiple permutations and combinations. As I told you, right, if all rows are equal, like you have 3 rows, if all columns are equal, 3 columns, so 3 plus 3, 6, and then any diagonal, if it is having same character, 2 diagonals are possible, 6 plus 2, total 8 possibilities are there. So that is where you see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are just saying it is true. Otherwise, the game will continue, right? So this is a simple game. You can play from here. You can also open in idle. If you have idle, let me just open idle that comes with Python installation. Let me open Python idle and then try to open the program. TicTacToe. It is the game, and then I can run from here again. Let me run the program. Same thing, right? Where do you want to place your character? I want to place it 3. So now my 3, third cell is filled in. I want to place it 2. Second cell is filled in. I'm just giving some random numbers here, 5 and then 7. You can see, right? This game is continuing, and then if I give 2 again, it will say 2 is already occupied. So they cannot select 2. They can select probably 1. Let us see, 1 is selected. Oh, I think I have entered some invalid characters. Okay, let me select 1. No first cell is selected. What are the other empty cells? Okay, let me select number 6. Number 6 is here. So now let us say the first user can win here, but if they can fill this diagonal, but let us assume that by default or by mistake they have selected number 8. So now 8 is filled in. Now second user, now he found that, okay, first user may win, then they want to select the last one, 9. So this particular cell is also occupied. Then the last turn comes to this user and they don't have any other option except to select the empty cell, which is number 4. This game is a tie because all cells are filled in and no one is the winner because there is no completed row or completed column or diagonal. So it just says thanks for playing. Right? So it's a simple game that you can develop. So if you want to learn Python, right, and you can learn Python starting from scratch and within just let me give a number of hours, right? Probably 8 classes, 8 into, let us assume that each class is 2 hours, 8 into 2, 16 hours. Right? If you just spend 16 hours, no matter what your background is, starting from sixth class students all the way up to intermediate or engineering or even if you are a working IT professional, irrespective of your background, you can learn Python and you will be able to develop these kinds of programs on your own. I will also try to include the previous game, the earlier game that I have demoed in the description. So these are all the workshops that I am offering from VidyaNypunya. If you are interested in any of these workshops, feel free to reach out to me and happy learning. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye. Okay.